Hello there, welcome to today's video. My name is Chantel and today I'm at the beach. It's 5 in the morning, it's freezing cold. It's the longest day of the year and I set myself a challenge to see just how much art I could create from sunrise to sunset. How many pieces do you think I'll be able to create? Comment down below and we'll find out if you're right at the end. So you're probably wondering how we got here. This idea came about in the middle of winter when it was nighttime and I was trying to sleep and struggling to sleep because I got a load of ideas in my head. The first one was wondering how many pieces of art a person could create in one day if you basically did it non-stop. And then that kind of extended and was like, well, what if you do it on a specific day, like the longest day during the hours of sunlight? I wonder how much art a person could create. So that's where the idea came from, and I didn't have too much of a plan for this. I wanted to bring lots of different mediums with me and really push myself and experiment with the art that I created. I thought it would just be a nice little fun idea to just have fun, see how much art I could create, not take it super hard. I did have a few little breaks as we went on. I don't have very specific aims for this. I just wanted to have fun, see how much art I could create, and ideally finish the sketchbook. To warm up, I started with a little brush pen sketch and then moved on to my watercolors to do my first plein air. These two literally took over an hour. I was so rusty and slow and half asleep. I found a lovely spot to sit down on and I decided to paint something different. I wanted to paint my shoes, which are my Vans that I absolutely love. I don't paint still life. This is something that I was really thinking about, and I used to do it a lot at school, obviously, when we were made to paint like fruit and flowers and all of that kind of thing, and I haven't done it since. I feel like it just really put me off. So I decided to try and paint these shoes, and I mean, I shrunk them to fit in my sketchbook. They really look like children's shoes. I actually really enjoyed painting them, and I want to try and explore a little bit more with still life, but doing fun things and making it look like something I would actually like rather than just fruit in a bowl. I took with me a couple of water-based markers and a water brush pen, and I wanted to try and see if that would work. And honestly, I'm really surprised, like it actually worked really well. I mean, you have to work fast. I really love the effect. Then I set up my camera and thought I would do a nice little sketchbook spread using colour pencils. This video is actually going to be for an entire video on my channel, so this is just the shorter version, but I really love the footage here and I was a little bit confused with the sketchbook spread because I'm just getting into colour pencil. Honestly, I did it in the wrong order. I started with watercolour because I basically used just what I had in. The colour pencils I had in were so cheap and difficult to use, whereas at the time the watercolours I had were, I think it was a Winsor & Newton like 8-pan starter set, and I really love that. It's really good, but the colour pencils are not good. So I borrowed my partner's colour pencils here. They are Faber-Castell and Caran d'Ache, and they are so vibrant. Like, you don't even need to press down on the pencil to get lots of colour, and I absolutely love that. The only thing is, I don't know what kind of style I'd like to do in colour pencil. I'm so used to working in watercolour and getting smooth blends, and with colour pencil I can do that, but I can't do that quickly. So I need to figure out what my style is in colour pencil. I think this was definitely fun, and I like the kind of messy look that's there. And if you want to see the full spread, make sure you're subscribed because I'm super excited for that video. I think it's going to be really chill.
You say that you are fine. Just give you time. Just know that you are still mine. So mine. You give me that all the time. You give me that all the time.
All I want is for you to be right here. I know I got a lot of fears, but I know that you won't disappear. And I don't care if you're not a millionaire. Baby, what we have is rare. I won't let anything take away what we have. No, nothing, nothing, nothing. Even if I need a little space. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Everything will fall into place.
You think that you are fine. Just give you time. Just know that you are still mine. Piece of mine. You give me that all the time. You give me that all the time. You think that you are fine. Just give you time. Just know that you are still mine.
Getting close to halfway through the day now. I did a couple of quick sketchbook pages and then moved on to my second watercolour planner. I actually recorded both for 2 separate videos because I love how relaxing they are. You can see my first one down below. I just love the format of video. I started this one a little bit earlier because the water was coming in and I wanted to give myself enough time just in case we had to evacuate. I've been doing plein air for over a year now and there's so many positives to it. Obviously there's a few negatives too, but I've learned more about colour theory and colour perception from just painting outside, being able to see the world differently and trying to pick what colours you can actually see and create it. Obviously it's definitely a lot harder with the wind, the elements, a lot of things go wrong and you have to juggle it on your lap, but it's just such a fun experience and I really recommend it if you've never tried it. We then went to a pub to get some lunch, and honestly, I've never got out my sketchbook and drawn in a place whilst getting food and drink, and especially had my camera out. There was a lot of people, and I was trying to pick people out to see if I could draw anyone, and I don't know how people do this. I was looking for people, but they either weren't looking in a direction long enough, or they got up and left, or they'd noticed me looking at them. Like, I don't know how people sketch people out in public. I felt so awkward, but I did it, and hopefully it will be better next time. The weather took a turn for the worst. We found a tiny bit of shelter, but there were other people with us and there were no seats. So I got a little bit done, but it was really difficult. The rain disappeared for a short while, so I decided to do another video idea that I had for a long while, which was to try and paint with seawater and actually see what happens. And believe it or not, this is actually the first time that I've painted outside with an actual pot of water and a real paintbrush. I always go the easy route and take as little as I can with me, just a palette and a water brush, but it was really lovely having an actual pot of water and a paintbrush. It was a lot more proper. There was a lot more that I could do, and I think I'd like to go for this experience again in future, as long as the weather holds up, because it definitely didn't.
Well, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to end it there. I don't know if you can see, it currently looks okay, but honestly, it's been raining pretty much non-stop. It was really difficult to try and paint because the pages were not drying. It's currently past 6 and the sun is setting, but we literally can't see it because it's all behind clouds. I'll show you all of the art that I've created now. I don't think there's anything incredible in there, but I'm glad that I was able to get 2 plein airs done. I completed quite a few pages, but once I'd done the first couple of plein airs, I really struggled to find some inspiration because everything around me kind of looked the same at that point. I hope this video has inspired you to pick up your sketchbook and start creating. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit that like button to let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.